Uh, Good morning, members of the Fifth Estate. My attention has been drawn to some reckless statements emanating from leaders in our republic. Kenya is at a critical stage in its democratic and governance journey. While we face challenges, economic, political, and institutional, what remains clear is the strong and functional institutions that are our best bet for stability and progress as a country. One of such institutions is the National Intelligence Service, which is important to note, with all its imperfection, is a cradle in enhancing security in this country, both internal threats and external threats. It is therefore outrageous that a senior government officer, Justin Muturi, who is a CS Public Service and Human Capital, takes upon himself to recklessly undermine one of these institutions that's a credit for the Republic of Kenya. I want to remind him that he previously served as a speaker and as Attorney General. And he knows what it means to take oath of an office. If you take an oath of an office, there's respect for that oath, so that if you disagree, there's a better ways as a CS to redress those issues. But more importantly, if you're talking about an institution like NIS and you're saying, talking about issues of abductions, it would be important that it provides evidence, which it can do at the DCI, to show proof that indeed this is happening. Number two, you remember the son of Muturi is 42 years. I would not expect my father, if he was alive, to talk on my behalf when I'm 42 years. At 42, you have children. So you can talk for yourself and belabor to Kenyans what happened during that incident. So I think his recent outburst is questioning the integrity of NIS is misplaced. And I want to remind Bwana Muturi, I know that he didn't feel very good when he was removed from Attorney General's office. And that's why he's making all this noise. In fact, Kenyans will watch this space, that the performance of Dorcas Oduor, comparatively to that of Justin Muturi, is out where you can't even compare. The Attorney General's office, which has a mandate to execute legal issues within the Republic, nothing happened during his term. But I think from where I sit as a legislator, Dorcas is doing a good job. I'm asking Muturi if he's man enough, without forcing him to be removed from cabinet, if he's man enough, without looking for populist approach to politics, if he's man enough, he will go and resign, and Kenyans will respect him because he does not believe in the government that he's serving. If I see that narrative, the narrative of Muturi is the same as the narrative of Gachagua when they're talking about Haji, the NIS DG. So it's better that they have evidence without technically issuing threats out there, without concretized evidence, so as to prove to Kenyans that these are real. I think the president has made a commitment that is going to ensure there will be no abduction. So I believe the investigation agencies are doing their bit to ensure that this is done. Having mentioned that, I think the statement is with you. Having mentioned that, secondly, I'd like to talk about ODM. There's been a lot of conversation in the country about our party. And more importantly, I've said before, not today, that the Secretary General has been out of order by lecturing everybody about how ODM members should behave. I saw the other day Otsosi has also joined that quadrum, plus Simbarati. I want to remind all of them, they are just caretakers. There's been no election in ODM, and I believe when election is called, there'll be better Kenyans who believe in the democratic space created by ODM to take positions. If you are handpicked, please note that you are just a caretaker committee. When Baba comes back, the elections will be done and you can be removed anytime. Some of us are better suited to serve the party as Secretary General. And Sifuna knows very well. I call upon him to be a little bit sober. If he doesn't become sober in the coming days, I'll be able to give evidence that he knows I have of why he's making the noise, what is remaining that is demanding to be given, where it was given, and who gave it. That should be able to come soon. And that will be big news in the country. Thank you. I'm here if you have listened to SG when he was talking Rarieda. The last statement, that's what we need to point what he said. He said, people cannot put their Murija, Mbadi and Wandai, and his Murija is not there. He will not agree. I think that's out of order. Kenya is not a Murija nation. Kenya is a country governed by laws. Yeah.
One of the things that the SG has been able to mention is that maybe the party is deviating from its...
This week, the Central Committee is going to meet. I heard Ososi say that he's an official spokesman of the party. I don't know when he was appointed to be official spokesman. But I think ODM is a democratic party that believes that members can have divergent views. But remember, when you have divergent views, you cannot polarize the membership. Tomorrow you are with Wiper, tomorrow you are with the alliances of the Honorable Gachagua. So that's a bit polarizing the membership. So that's what I don't agree with.
Yeah. You've said that when Baba comes back is when we have elections. Elections cannot be held when he's away.
I think the caretaker committee, Baba appointed caretaker committee. If I was Simbarati and Ososi and that caretaker committee, I'd put structures to do proper elections so that we have a vibrant party that lives in accordance to the Political Parties Act, because it's a requirement. Other than a requirement to give your financial statements, there's a requirement that elections must be done within the confines of 5 years. So Baba is going to be the chair of AUC next week. So that's the conversation we can have after next week, after I come from Ethiopia, because we'll all be going to Ethiopia to celebrate as a country.
Maybe finally from me, as members of ODM who are not in tandem with the sentiments of the SG, are there any repercussions? Are there any punitive measures you...
This conversation has started. The conversation will go on. I don't think we want SG to have their Babu Namwamba experience. I think he's a gentleman. He knows what he needs to do.
You have indicated that he was given something and he's demanding something. Where was this given and from who?
I've said that in another week or so, I'll be able to give that information. Yes.
As an ODM insider, what do you do when you see Kalonzo, when you see SG Edwin Sifuna alongside the Wiper leader attending? Do you feel he's rebelling again, or you feel he's falling his way out of the party?
And then, if you argue that one, it is on record that there was a be expelled from the party. I don't know where you're speaking from.
I'm still a member of ODM. I earn salary, and ODM receives my membership. For the last 2 years, 20,000 per month is deducted from my salary to ODM party. The moment they terminate that deduction, then I cease to be a member. I am a member of ODM, a life member. Okay? Yeah.
Do you view Sifuna as a rebel or is falling his way out of party by association of the likes of Kalonzo?
I think the country is in a transition. There's a political pressure. Everybody is joining new alliances. Okay? But I think even if he wants to join another alliances like Kalonzo, who is a very weak candidate, he should be able to be choosy. Anything else? Thank you.